I thought for however long I do this that the last video of the year could be a random assortment of locations. These are places that I've stumbled upon and found interesting, specific locations that are relatively simple and just don't have enough content to make a full video, or locations with very limited information. So without further ado, here's the first random assortment video. We'll begin on the central coast at a place called Bateau Bay. Walking along the beach and around a headland, there is a tiny stretch of beach that is covered in igneous pebbles. I have found no information about where, how, and why these pebbles are here. I'm not actually sure if anyone else cares, but I find it an incredibly fascinating area. From what I can tell, there's a pretty good mix of granite and diorite, and given that they are pretty well-rounded, they've obviously travelled a decent distance to get here. But that's all I've been able to work out. As of yet, I have found no other collection of pebbles like this anywhere else along the coast here. Located northwest of Broken Hill, far away from almost everything, lies the little town of Silverton. It was officially recognised in 1883, and at its peak there were around 3,000 people living here hoping to make it rich mining for silver. However, when the veins began to run dry and other areas offered more lucrative opportunities, people began to leave, taking everything with them. Nowadays there's a population of roughly 50 people. There's a main street which is surrounded by a sprinkling of homes, ruins, and one very particular museum. Moving down to the south coast, just north of the town of Eden, is a formation known as the Pinnicles. Due to weathering and erosion over the years, this striking contrast of sediment layers has been exposed for all the world to see. The white layer is white sand and the red layer is a gravel clay sediment. The reason for its striking red colour is a high iron content, making this layer a laterite. These sediments were deposited during the Paleocene roughly 65 million years ago. Okay, this one is not quite geology, but here's a picture of a rock to make up for it. Heading back up north to Dorrigo, what we're looking at here is one of Australia's World Heritage listed Gondwana rainforests. When the continents existed as Gondwana, rainforests covered the majority of the land. Within this rainforest are remnants of those ancient rainforests. There are plant and animal species here that are direct descendants of species that were present when Gondwana existed and remain relatively unchanged from their ancestors. These rainforests provide a unique glimpse into what the world may have looked like all those millions of years ago. Within this rainforest, I'm sure there's some fantastic rocks, and I promise next time I'm there I'll pay more attention to that side of things, but I still think a Gondwana rainforest is worth mentioning. And that's it for this video. It's something a little bit different, and I hope you found these locations as interesting as I do. Thank you very much for tuning in this year, and I hope you all have a wonderful, safe, and happy holidays. See you all in 2025!